This explains what a motivated seller is. This is kind of our target market. We're looking for these type of people, okay? The key to being able to make tons of money with real estate campaigns is to be able to negotiate with homeowners to securing their property for the highest commission available based on their ARV property value. In order to find a good deal, you need to look for motivated sellers, okay? We're not looking just for someone that wants to sell. We're looking for someone who has some sort of reason to sell, okay? So it will be your job to talk to sellers to quickly determine how motivated they are. We will give you the word for word script and questions to ask, which I have for you, so you can talk to sellers with confidence, knowing you'll sound like a pro. What is a motivated seller? Okay, who are you looking for? A motivated seller is defined as a property owner who desperately needs to sell their property to alleviate the burden and stress the property is causing them. It's either financially distressed, like, a burden, they can't afford it, and they don't have the money, time, or motivation to fix it up. Here's what's important to remember. A motivated seller will gladly trade their equity for peace of mind. So again, they don't always have to have a really crappy house or be financially burdened. Sometimes they might just want a peace of mind. There might be a burden, like a mental burden. They're just like, this is annoying me. I've dealt with a lot of sellers who they know they're selling it at a discount. They just don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay. Think about that. A motivated seller is eager to sell their unwanted property that's stressing them out to you at a discount just to get rid of the hardship or the heartache that the property is causing them. There are dozens of situations that would cause a property owner to be motivated to be a motivated seller. Okay, number one, lost their job or facing foreclosure. That's why a lot of people target pre-foreclosure lists. Don't have the money to pay the taxes and they're about to lose in a tax auction due to divorce or bankruptcy. Inherited the property and just don't want to hassle with it. This happens a lot of people inherit homes and they're like, I don't want to deal with that. We deal with a lot of properties in probate. Moved out of state and it's too hard to take care of it. That's why a lot of people target out of state landlords, burned out landlords who don't want to fix it up and rent it out anymore. So tired landlords is another great list. That's why people target these specific lists, because it's like, okay, there's motivation, or there should be somewhat motivation behind it. It could be any one of hundreds of reasons. That's why it's kind of difficult, right, to know, because it doesn't always have to be any of these. The point is, these are properties where the owner is motivated to sell the property, and even though there's equity in the property, they would rather sell it quickly, just the way it is, just to get rid of it. To a motivated seller who's facing a hardship, they would rather have peace of mind by getting rid of their unwanted property than to try to keep it and fix it and flip it or rent it on their own. This is where we come in. Okay, that's your target market. Now, the thing is, if you have someone that's motivated and you make them a low ball and they don't accept it, you still have opportunities to make higher offers with creative financing or innovations, where you're just like, hey, let's partner together on it. And then, needs any repairs, while we list it, we'll take care of it. So again, that's why if they don't accept your low wholesale offer, I wouldn't give up on it, but there has to be some sort of reason they're selling. Does that make sense, Henry?
Yes, sir. Okay, so I find out the property address right here, and then he listed with the realtor, and then it sitting on the MLS for 51 days.
It's on the market right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's listed with a real estate agent, we usually have to go through the real estate agent. But again, after we just did this whole thing, what's the motivation behind him needing to sell? You said it's vacant and he's behind on his taxes, you're saying?
Yes, I forgot where I pulled this from, but
Okay.
vacant, and then I already drive through this property sometime.
Well, I could call it